Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation page. Today, I am going to be your tour guide on what happens when you get arrested. Uh, if you are new to my page, please subscribe. Smash that like button, drop a comment, tell me of your experiences with this stuff. Also, share the video, please, if you know somebody that might like this kind of content, or maybe somebody that's got a warrant and maybe getting arrested soon. You might want to send it to them so they can have the heads up. So let's jump into the video today. So you've been arrested. I'm going to use West Valley Detention Center as uh, the baseline for what happens there and how this is going to go. So now keep in mind, it's been a while since I've been arrested, quite a while, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't changed much. So first, you're going to end up in intake. And in intake, they're going to run you through medical, give you a phone call so you can reach out and try to make bail if bail's available. They're going to check to see if you're on blood pressure medicine or cholesterol medicine or whatever it may be, and get you dialed in with your meds if that's what you need. So you're going to go through this intake process. It's going to take a while, typically 8 hours or so, maybe more, maybe less, depending. Weekends are typically busier. So ideally, you want to get arrested on a Wednesday, and it'll probably be a lot quicker, I would imagine. But so you're in intake. You're gonna go through all of that process. They're gonna get you showered and give you a little bag lunch that ain't shit. You know what I mean? And eventually, you're gonna end up in a housing unit. Once they get you classified and everything, figure out, if you killed 14 people in Texas or whatever, or whatever it may be. So one thing about intake I do want to mention though is keep in mind everybody's coming off the street at this point. So you have people that are high, people that are drunk, and it can get messy at times. You know what I mean? So people are upset that they've been arrested. There's a lot of fights and stuff like that that happen in intake. So and I can't tell you how many times I've seen the goon squad roll up on somebody that gets a little mouthy with, a free staff nurse or something, and somebody wants to talk a little shit, and they press that button, and here comes the goon squad, and these dudes all look like defensive linebackers in the NFL. They're all 6'5", just yoked up like monsters. You know what I mean? And they will pick you up and throw your ass. Uh, those deputy sheriffs in the county aren't no joke. So now you've made it through intake. Congratulations, you're being housed. And last time I went through there, it was really overpopulated. So they send you to a dorm or possibly a cell block, just depending on what you've been classified as. And if you know if there's not a bunk for you, then they may give you one of them. They call them boats. It's like imagine something you lay your infant in, but bigger. You know what I mean? Like it's messy, but eventually if there's room, you'll get a bunk assignment. If there's not, you're gonna be a floor sleeper until somebody leaves and you get that bunk assignment. Now, once you're in the dorm or in the cell block, you are going to they're going to direct somebody in there will direct you to your people. What I mean by that is whatever group it is that you align yourself with. For me, it was the wood pile. So somebody will tell you woods are over there. So you go link up with them, and somebody's going to give you the tour of the housing block, basically. And they're going to tell you where you can sit, where you can poop, which telephones you can use, and which areas belong to us, basically. So now this is really important because if you cut through another group segment's tables, say in the day room, like that could kick off a riot real quick. So just depending on, if there's tension in there, if there's not, if the politics are high, if it's low politics, like that's the thing about when you're in intake. Like for me, there was always anxiety because I don't know what I'm walking into when I get housed. It could be the most laid back place in the world, or it could be full on war. You just don't know till you get there. So now you get the tour and you start introducing yourself to the people that you align with. You want to let them know who you are. They may ask you what you've been charged with. Um, in prison, it's paperwork. They want to see your paperwork. It's not so much that in the county, but people want to know what you're in there for. So uh, we get that done. We're acquainted with everybody. We know where we can sit, which telephones we can use. Um, like we get the whole rundown on that, and basically you settle in. There's a canteen list, and like I said, it's been a long time since I've been in there. I don't know. They may be doing this on the computers now or something different, but there was a canteen list when I was there, and if you have money on your books, you can order canteen. You can order your soups and your zoom zooms and your wham whams and uh, some good soap and stuff like that, because they give you a fish kit when you come in, and it's got a comb and a couple of stamped envelopes and a little piece of shit soap that dries you out more than anything. So ordering that Irish Spring off the canteen list is a pretty amazing feeling. It's sad but true. Um, the one of the most important things that I can't stress enough is respect is everything. If you walk between a couple of people that are having a conversation, even if they may be a few feet apart, you always say "excuse me" and make sure you're acknowledged before you pass through. Acts of disrespect can set off a whole building, basically. Um, you don't know. The thing about the county jail is your bunkie, he might be in there on a DUI or some bullshit jaywalking ticket, or he might be fighting a hot one. He might be fighting a murder and looking at doing life in prison. So you don't know. But respect is everything. And this carries over into prison, obviously, as well. So, these are just a few things that you're going to be looking at if you get arrested and end up in jail. Um, if you're in a more political setting, and what I mean by politics is basically each group segment has their own politics and what is expected from you and what you can do. Basically, some places you can't, you can't get food from the blacks, basically. Um, and like we commingle with the Southsiders and the Paisas more, but in some places like you can't do anything with the blacks. Um, I've been in some places where we can't do anything with any other group segments. It just depends on the politics of where you are. So, and if you're there for the long term, chances are you're going to have to put some work in. And what I mean by that is uh, somebody in your group segment is going to fuck up at some point, and somebody needs to go whoop his ass. And typically, they're going to put a couple guys on somebody when they do something wrong, and it could be that they disrespected another group segment. It could be they've done something stupid to bring heat to the building. Uh, could be a number of things, but at some point, you're gonna have to put your hands on somebody, and this is just what it is with jail. So I would recommend continue getting educated, stay off the drugs, and don't drink and drive, because these are the things that are going to put you there. unless you're just a stone cold killer, in which case, hey, you're more advanced than I am. But that is my spiel on this. So just remember family, fitness, and freedom. These are the three things that have brought success to my life, and I think they can do the same for you. Don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.